2026 is not holding back. This is a year where cinema goes all out with bold ideas, big action, emotional stories, and plenty of sequels to satisfy every fan. It is the kind of lineup that keeps audiences constantly excited, always waiting for the next big release. At number 25, we have The Sheep Detectives. The Sheep Detectives flips the mystery genre with a hilarious flock cracking a real-life crime on their farm. Hugh Jackman voices the shepherd who reads whodunits to his herd every night. But when foul play strikes, the sheep step up as clever investigators sniffing out clues and suspects. Releasing May 2026, this witty tale shows barnyard animals outthinking humans through teamwork, hidden secrets, and barnyard antics that keep you chuckling. Number 24 on our list is Obsession. This movie follows a lonely young man whose desire for love pushes him into making a dangerous choice. Unable to confess his feelings naturally, he turns to a mysterious object known as the One Wish Willow, hoping to finally win over his crush. At first, everything seems perfect as his wish comes true, and the love he longed for becomes real. But the happiness quickly takes a dark turn. Instead of bringing him closer to peace, this love traps him in something far more disturbing. Taking the spot at number 23, we have Crime 101. In Crime 101, a highly skilled master thief teams up with a disillusioned insurance broker to pull off a massive, carefully planned heist that could change both their lives forever. But as their alliance deepens and the stakes rise, a relentless detective begins to close in, determined to stop the multi-million-dollar operation before it's too late. Featuring the likes of Chris Hemsworth, the film is set for release on February 13, 2026. At number 22, we have They Will Kill You. Here, a woman takes a housekeeping job in a luxurious New York City high-rise, hoping for a fresh start. But the building quickly feels unsettling as she learns that residents have been mysteriously disappearing for decades. As she uncovers more, she realizes the truth is far more disturbing. The high-rise hides a secret cult operating in the shadows, and escaping may not be as simple as walking out the front door. At number 21, we have the very much anticipated Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Here, a strange wave of crimes begins spreading across New York, signaling the rise of one of the most dangerous threats Spider-Man has ever faced. Now completely alone after the events of his past, Peter Parker is forced to protect a city that no longer even remembers him. As the danger grows, the line between hero and survivor starts to blur. New enemies emerge from the shadows, pushing him to his limits both physically and mentally. At number 20, we have Dune, Part 3. Paul Atreides is now Emperor, but his victory comes with serious consequences. A violent war carried out in his name has reshaped the galaxy, and powerful groups are secretly working to bring him down. As pressure builds, his ability to see the future becomes more of a burden than a gift, leaving him trapped between fate and choice. At the same time, the weight of power begins to affect his personal life, especially his relationship with Chani. Taking the spot at number 19, we have Disclosure Day. In Disclosure Day, the world is on the edge of a massive revelation as strange events begin to unfold across the globe. What starts as isolated incidents quickly grows into something much bigger. As governments scramble to contain the situation, secrets that have been buried for decades begin to surface. At the center of it all are individuals who uncover pieces of a much larger conspiracy involving extraterrestrial life and a long-standing cover-up. At number 18, we have The Hunger Game: Sunrise on the Reaping. In The Hunger Games, the story shifts back in time to follow a young Hamish Abernathy during the brutal 50th Hunger Games, also known as the Second Quarter Quell. With twice the number of tributes thrown into the arena, survival becomes even more difficult, turning the games into one of the most violent in Panem's history and leaving Hamish fighting to stay alive. At number 17, we have Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. Here, a soon-to-be bride answers a wedding invitation that quickly turns into a nightmare. Rachel and her fiancé Nikki travel to his family's isolated snowy estate just days before their ceremony. But the closer they get to the big day, the stronger her feeling becomes that something horrifying is looming over everything. Strange occurrences and unsettling family secrets begin to surface, turning what should be a joyful celebration into an eerie, slow-burn horror experience. At number 16, we have War Machine. War Machine delivers intense sci-fi action where elite soldiers battle rogue machines gone haywire. Advanced tech turning against humanity, forcing troops to push beyond limits in explosive firefights and clever traps. This Netflix thriller explores the raw edge of courage, blind trust in gadgets, and the high cost of playing God with weapons that think for themselves. Trailers hint at visuals of drones swarming skies and ground units dodging laser barrages, making it a must-watch for anyone loving futuristic shootouts. Number 15 on our list is Panda Plan 2. Panda Plan 2 brings back a mix of humor and adventure. It reunites Jackie Chan with his furry pal Hoo Hoo in a wild tribe trek full of magic and mayhem. Mistaken for gods, they dodge customs, foes, and laughs in exotic jungles teeming with stunt-filled fun. Directed by Derek Hui, this family action comedy sequel from 2024's hit delivers high kicks, slapstick tumbles, and heartwarming team-ups. More than anything, viewers are eager to see that he still brings that same fearless energy, even at 70. At number 14, we have Bonekeeper. This one delivers a chilling experience. A group of friends explores a cave linked to mysterious disappearances, even after being told not to. What starts as curiosity quickly turns into fear when they encounter something ancient and dangerous. The underground setting adds to the tension, making every movement feel risky. This British horror from Howard J. Ford stars Sarah Alexandra Marks and John Rhys Davies. Number 13 on our list is The Gates. A simple road trip takes a terrifying turn when three friends witness a savage killing in a fancy enclosed suburb. Instead of finding safety, they become targets. The creepy leader rallies locals to hunt them down, cracking friendships amid chases and hides. The sense of being trapped creates constant pressure, and trust begins to break down among them. March 13th, 2026 unleashes this slasher thriller with stars like Mason Gooding. At number 12, we have Newborn. It basically explores life after isolation. A man who spent years cut off from the world tries to rebuild his life. Instead of finding peace, he discovers that reality outside can be just as harsh. The story focuses on trauma, healing, and the struggle to reconnect with loved ones. It may not be as loud or intense as the others on the list, perhaps even the most subdued of them all, but it carries a deep emotional weight that lingers even long after it ends. Number 11 on our list is Deep Water. After a plane crash lands in water filled with sharks, a diverse group of passengers traveling from Los Angeles to Shanghai are pushed into a fight for survival. They must work together to stay alive. The ocean becomes their biggest enemy, filled with predators and uncertainty. Number 10 on our list is The Magic Faraway Tree, which brings fantasy to life. A modern family relocates to the countryside, where the children stumble upon a mysterious tree filled with strange and lively inhabitants. Before long, they find themselves journeying into magical worlds full of both beauty and danger, setting off on exciting adventures that challenge their bravery, ignite their imagination, and gradually strengthen the bond within their family. Number 9 on our list is Reckless. In Reckless, the story follows a former convict who has just been released on parole and is trying to reclaim his share of cash from an old, long-forgotten heist. Instead of finding a clean path forward, he gets pulled back into a chaotic criminal world where nothing goes as planned. As he tries to outsmart both gangsters and the police, loyalties are tested, deals fall apart, and danger follows him at every turn. In the world of comedy and animation, we have Shrek 5 as number 8. Shrek 5 marks the long-awaited return of everyone's favorite ogre and his friends, bringing the beloved Shrek franchise back to the big screen after more than a decade. The characters are back with new challenges and funny moments. While it keeps the humor fans love, it also explores family and growth. Shrek 5 is currently scheduled to hit theaters on December the 23rd, 2026. At number 7, we have The Yeti. The Yeti takes viewers into a frozen wilderness where danger lurks in the unknown. A search for missing people turns into a fight for survival against a mysterious creature. The harsh environment adds another layer of difficulty, making every decision critical. At number 6, we have Ready or Not 2. Ready or Not 2 raises the intensity from its predecessor. The characters are once again thrown into a deadly game, but this time, the challenge is even greater. Multiple groups are involved, each with their own goals. Survival depends on strategy and strength and quick thinking. Taking the spot at number 5, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. The Mandalorian and Grogu continues a beloved story in a larger setting. The bond between the two main characters is tested as they face new threats. It combines action with emotional depth, showing how relationships can shape important decisions. At number 4, we have Lee Cronin's The Mummy. The Mummy offers a fresh take on a classic idea. A missing child returns, but something feels wrong. What starts as a happy reunion slowly turns into something terrifying. The story blends family drama with horror, creating a strong emotional core. At number 3, we have Kraken. Kraken explores the mysteries of the ocean. Strange events lead to the discovery of something massive and dangerous beneath the water. The deeper the investigation goes, the more terrifying the truth becomes. It taps into the fear of the unknown. Taking the spot at number 2, we have Mortal Kombat 2. In Mortal Kombat 2, the stakes are higher than ever as Earthrealm's champions prepare for the legendary Mortal Kombat tournament, a brutal competition that will decide whether their world survives or falls under the dominion of Outworld. This sequel brings fan-favorite fighters into the spotlight and pushes them into even more intense battles against terrifying foes like Shao Kahn. Saving the best for the last, we have Avengers: Doomsday at number 1. Avengers: Doomsday is shaping up to be one of the biggest events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet. In this epic crossover, Earth's mightiest heroes from across multiple franchises, including the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the Wakandans, the New Avengers, and even the original X-Men, must unite to face one of the most powerful threats they have ever encountered. 2026 is turning out to be a year filled with unforgettable moments in cinema. There is something for everyone, whether it is action, horror, comedy, or drama. And honestly, fans can hardly wait to see what's coming next. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more.